I'm Olivia Doyle. I'm one of the international student advisors at Swinburne, and my specialisation is helping international students with careers and employability issues, which is a job that I've been doing for the last 3 years, and I really love it as it lets me interact with students from all different cultures, and I personally learn a lot from their interactions.
Hello, my name is Felix and I'm from Vietnam. I'm doing 3rd years of electrical engineering in Swinburne University, and I've been here for 3 years.
Hey guys, my name is Casey and I'm an international student from Sri Lanka.
I think there's lots of different motivations of students to study different areas and get international experiences. It's a real feature of the culture of today's young people that they want to go abroad. I think they're seeking adventure, but I also think they realise that it's a very competitive job market out there. Even if you're a well-qualified graduate, you've got to have some points of difference. And definitely the opportunity to have studied abroad is a great point of difference. The world is getting a lot smaller these days, and there's so much intercultural communication. So companies are multinational companies. They're working on 24-hour timeframes constantly. And the ability for people to work cross-culturally is a really significant one that employers are looking for.
I've been here for 3 years, and for the first year I've got some difficulties in Australia. First of all, the language, that's one of my difficulties, and finding friends.
Once I started moving, I just found it a bit hard to adapt to the changes, survive, and then I faced a lot of difficult times during my first year. I had to find a job and cope up with my university, get to know Melbourne a bit.
It's not easy being an international student. For many students, it's the first time that they've lived out of home, and the challenges that come with, leaving family behind, setting up in a new culture, learning about that culture, often running their own house for the first time, so they have to share with people, they have to find the accommodation, they have to be responsible for cooking, cleaning, washing, all the things that potentially mum might have done at home, or in some cases some students might have had staff that helped out with those things as well, and now it's all onto them, so that can be a real challenge. Another challenge is general homesickness and making friends. Although universities have lots of activities to get students involved and to meet other students and make friends, it is a confronting process, and I know a lot of students really suffer quite severely from homesickness. You arrive and you're full of excitement, and then I think sometimes the reality hits home and it's not as easy as it sounds. Clearly another challenge is our different academic education style as well. As I mentioned before, it's very team-based, it's very practical, there's a lot of case studies and work-integrated learning. And in the past, students might have been able to, cram and really get that theoretical side of their education down, but then it can be a lot harder when you've actually got to put things into practice. You've got to learn about plagiarism, you've got to learn how to research and work independently, and quite a different teaching style. So clearly that's a challenge as well. Another challenge is finding employment. So we know that Australia is an expensive country to come to, and many students want to work part-time while they're studying. And that's a great opportunity as well, because you develop so much as a person from part-time employment as well. But it can be hard to find, and sometimes it can be far hard to find employment that fits with your hours, pays you appropriately, and isn't far away from home.
I've been here for 2 years. I've been working a lot, and this is my 3rd job at the moment. First one, I started off working as a simple job, but now since I got more experience and since I adapted to survive and search for so many opportunities as well. So I'm working in a high-end restaurant right now for the past 8 months.
For the next 2 years, it's getting better. It's been better for me, and I've made a lot of friends.
The reason I moved into Melbourne is because of its diverse culture. Like, you can make friends really easily because there's a mixed ethnicity, and if you are into like learning more cultures, making new friends, it's the best place to move into. Like, because people socialize without any barriers, intentional barriers. They just socialize easily. Another thing, when I moved into Melbourne, since English wasn't the mother tongue, I had to go through some process and then get to know, then talk to people and then socialize. So it was a bit difficult for me at the first phase, but then eventually I improved and I got better at it. So there are more opportunities that Melbourne can offer you guys as well.
Swinburne, we have a careers and employability team who offer a lot of support to all students, but in particular my role is to help our international students. So today, for example, I run a job club which I run twice every month, and it's a drop-in club with chocolate biscuits and tea and coffee, and we talk about a different topic each week, and it all relates to part-time casual employment. And this week we've got a recruitment consultant coming in, and she's going to talk about how to get work in office administration or office support, which would be a great job for many students. It would be their first opportunity to get into a professional office environment. And we have lots of different topics each job club, from how to find employment, how to write a resume, interview practice, etc., etc. Another support we offer students though is how to find graduate employment. So the university is rated in terms of how our graduates go in finding employment, so it's a big focus for us as well. We know students study sometimes because they love studying, but very much it's because they're looking for some employment outcomes at the end. So I run a whole range of seminars each semester for our international students to come along to. So we run about 12 specific seminars with various topics for students to come along to. Last week, for example, we held a seminar. It was a startup panel, so it was a panel of people who work in the startup industry, and they came in and spoke about opportunities to get employment in that space, and that was really exciting. We had over 80 students there, so really dynamic. Last week we also ran an event specifically for our Chinese students who face different challenges. Many of them want to go back home to China to work, and we had a team of 6 guest speakers come in, and they spoke about different aspects of what Chinese students need to do to find graduate employment. So lots of different support there in terms of careers and employment. But broader than that, there are lots of other services as well. So we have free medical and counselling services on campus. We have a study abroad office, so you may even want to do some more study abroad while you're here, and that's definitely possible too. We have volunteering opportunities on and off campus. We have awards, so Swinburne has an Emerging Leader Award, which is a really great award to get involved in, and it goes on your academic transcript if you complete the various requirements. We also offer a lot of skill development opportunities as well. Employers don't just want those technical academic skills, they also want people who've got really well developed soft skills, so your people skills. And so Swinburne offers a lot of opportunities to develop those through getting involved in clubs on campus, being involved in our student union, our student life team, and so forth. We also have a lot of academic support for students if they're getting used to that new way of studying. So we have mentor programs, we have buddy programs for studying, and we have experts who can help you with various things, whether it be maths or language support and so forth. Lots to do at Swinburne, and many of the universities in Melbourne and Australia offer similar services as well.